BTY Youngin.
Yeah.
You have a feature with him on the Boobie Trap 3.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's my little, that's my little soldier, you heard me?
How did y'all initially link?
Basically, you know what I'm saying, I know his mother and I know his father, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, the young dude coming up in the hood, you know what I'm saying, the 17-year-old in Carrollton area, you know what I'm saying? He always liked the way, you know what I'm saying, I got on with my music, So he was just a young, youngin coming up respecting the, OG, you heard me?
Was that the first time you guys collabed?
Nah, we collabed on many things, you know what I'm saying? A few things he didn't, we didn't, did some things and he didn't sent me something and I didn't sent him something and he didn't put me on something, I didn't put him on something, you know what I'm saying? We always been connected, you know what I'm saying?
So you guys have worked on a lot of music?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, when he passed away, how did you hear about it?
I got a phone call, you know what I'm saying, from a friend, you know what I'm saying. He told me like, man, he was crying on the phone like, man, they just got young, you know what I'm saying. But basically right before this happened to him, I had just talked to him, you know what I'm saying. This about the streets and, you know what I'm saying, about, survival and, this encouraging him, you know what I'm saying, as an OG, like, any OG will do. And I was just talking to him 2 days before he got killed, you know what I'm saying. And it's like, this another soul that was gone,
Was this shocking to you?
Basically, it was normal because, being from where I'm from in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, you could basically level out how things would be. If a dude on the street, he got a gun on him, he always at war, you know what I'm saying? So when he a fallen soldier, hey, man, only thing you can say, man, he lived like a gangster, he died like one. And that's how they living down there. It's real, it's crazy. It's like the purge, you know what I'm saying?
Now, did you get a chance to attend the funeral?
Tell you the truth, I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't attend my own family funeral, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm under a law that when I see somebody, I'm going to remember them the way they was when I seen them, the last time I seen them. The last time I seen Young, we was out there in New Orleans by We That Food, you know what I'm saying? Food and chicken, you know what I'm saying? On Canal Street, and I remember him now, you know what I'm saying? I remember chopping him up. I basically hear his words in the back of my head right now. So to me, he always alive. But if I go to a funeral and they got a man talking on a pulpit about, yeah, he was a good guy and he did this and he did that and rah, 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 you don't really know him like I know him. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're talking about is what I don't even want to hear about. It didn't. My last time seeing you is not laying in the casket because the last time I seen you is how I'm gonna remember you. And I don't remember you laying in the casket, so I don't attend funerals, you know what I'm saying?
Now, the thing about his funeral, and I don't know if this is all New Orleans funerals or Louisiana funerals or not, but it's a very festive atmosphere. It's a very festive send-off.
You have a thing. Let me give you the game about that, you know what I'm saying? Most people, they'll say, oh yeah, man, them people from New Orleans, they crazy, they practice voodoo, they dance in the streets. No, it's not that, you know what I'm saying? You have one thing called a first line, you know what I'm saying? That's when they take the body, and they bring the body to the church, you know what I'm saying? And they listen to what everybody got to say, the family's there. You know what I'm saying? They see the body, you know what I'm saying? They look at the body, they remember how he looked. Then you have, when they close the casket, they bring him out to the graveyard. And that's what's called a second line. It's called a celebration. So they're celebrating his going. They're celebrating him going home, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they dance in the streets and people come out and they jump on cars. They celebrating. They're celebrating him to a new life or whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying?
And you never really see that other than, is it just Louisiana or is it New Orleans specifically?
It's basically New Orleans specifically, but they've been doing it. That's been around since the slaves was, you know what I'm saying, since the slaves was way in the 1800s. They've been doing it, but people don't stick to the tradition. But New Orleans is a city of strictly tradition, you know what I'm saying?
What do you miss most about Youngin?
What I miss most about him, his turn up, you heard me? You dig? He always had that vibe, you know what I'm saying? If Youngin come in the crowd of a group of people that was really not doing nothing, everybody gonna be live when he pull up, you know what I'm saying? He gave people motivation. He gave people, you know what I'm saying, that like, yeah, I'm gonna go get in the booth and I'm gonna go do this shit, you know what I'm saying? He was that live wire, you know what I miss about him because, every time he come around, he lighten up any crowds, you know what I'm saying? And he was dominant and he was demanding, you know what I'm saying? Anybody knew that about him.
Favorite memory of him?
Favorite memory of him? When me and him had a conversation. He called me late one night, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, Boobie, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? When we gonna get back together? When we gonna chop it up on some new music. And I said, well, look, I'm out here in Florida. You could come out this way, and I got shit locked up, you know what I'm saying? And we could do something together in the studio out here. And he was like, yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything that you do for me, and I love you, you know what I'm saying? For him to tell me something like that, it done a lot, you heard me?
Some people can cope with death differently. What's some words of advice? Somebody that has to deal with the death of a friend, has to cope with the death of a friend. Any advice there?
First of all, I'm gonna let you know this and everybody know this. Death is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta die, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I have a person that I love dearly that passed on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just remember that I don't have to worry about that person no more. I don't have to, worry about, them suffering in this world, because the whole world is full of sin, so that's the best way to get over anything, you know what I'm saying? Is just not worry about it, because it's inevitable. It's gotta happen. It's gonna happen.
Is there any more music that's unreleased between you two?
Yeah, it's music that's unreleased between me and him, but I respect, him. I respect his family. I respect the streets, you know what I'm saying? It's mine. I'll put it out when I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes with time.